Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. I'm getting ready for my first craft fair. Got a couple of shows, 3 this year before Halloween, so I'm doing some fun Halloween crafting for the shows. I've got these cute little gift bags here, and inside is a sock cupcake and a bottle of nail polish. I found some great Halloween socks on clearance at Walmart last year. They're Hallmark socks and they were just so cute. They were coordinating 2 packs of socks, and so I got this perfect, I just love this Count Dracula sock and the new Spooktacular Bash art. So I've done a couple of different designs here. This one was spider webs, and I decorated it with the mummy from the Spooktacular Bash. But today we're gonna do this fun one with the Count from Spooktacular Bash. So I roll up my little socks and make a cupcake and then decorate them with a little toy. So this one's got fangs, and then add a little bottle of nail polish there for toenails. And then my mummy one has a little bat on the top of the cupcake. Can you see that? It says a little bat ring. Each one has a little toy, 2 pairs of socks, and nail polish. All right, so we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna show you the supplies you'll need to make this little tag and how to roll up the socks like a cupcake. So I'm using Stampin' Up Spooktacular Bash today. And I've also got my Snowman Season stamp set for this little to from greeting. So those are my stamps and dies. We're gonna use some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and my Stampin' Blends for this project are dark Royal Red. I've got a Granny Apple Green combo. This is a Smoky Slate combo. I've got a light crumb cake and a color lifter. Got my Stampin' Up black satin ribbon, 2 pairs of Halloween socks, got a little cupcake wrapper, a pair of plastic fangs. I've got a treat bag here. It's a clear one. It's 4 by 2 by 9.5. And I just pick them up at the craft stores when they have their goodie bags and party supplies on like 40% off or more. My cardstock supplies for this project are basic black, and this is for the tag. This is 5.5 by 2, and we're gonna score this one in just a minute to make our tag. I've got a piece of Whisper White. This is 1 5/8 by 2 1/8. That's for the inside where we'll put the little to from greeting. My Designer Series paper is from the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. And this is 1 3/4 by 2.5. And then I've cut this scrolly label from basic black cardstock. And that label is from the Ornate Frames. The Ornate Frames and the Spooktacular Bash stamp set can be bundled together, and you save 10% on those products. All right, so let's start by rolling our socks. Oh, you know what? One other thing that I've got here, 1/8 inch circle punch. So I'm gonna start with my lighter pair here, and I'm gonna fold them in half. Gonna bring the heel down. It's not completely in half yet, but it will get there. I'm going to fold the toe down at an angle. See? So we got a 90-degree angle here. Then I'm going to start wrapping that folded edge around and around. When we get to the heel, I'm going to pause here and fold the rest of the sock in half. See, we're starting to get that little curl, like a icing curl. See how that's starting to develop? Then we'll take the open end of our second pair, put the heel up, and we're gonna lay them right where the first pair ends. So they're open end to open end. And then we're gonna wrap this pair of socks around the icing part to make the cake part of our cupcake. Now, so we've got our little icing part, we've got our little cake part, and it kind of tapers down to the end here. And what we're going to do here is just tuck this half of the sock into the bottom. See? So we're making almost like a little belly button underneath there. We're tucking that all in. Just keep on working it. So our bottom is nice and flat, and our top is got that kind of curly swirl of icing. It's just a sock roll. But once you pop it into a Halloween cupcake wrapper, you can get those anywhere. I've got a old Amuse Studio die that makes cupcake wrappers, but you can pick up at your discount stores. You can pick up Halloween cupcake wrappers right now. You're gonna just pop your little sock cupcake in the wrapper and then in the bag. I'm gonna pop my nail polish in next to the socks. I have, this one's really cool. This one glows in black light. I found my LA colors at Walmart for 97 cents and then some at the Dollar Tree too. So those are the sources for my nail polish. All right, so I got my little cupcake in its wrapper. It's in the bag. Nail polish is next to it. We're gonna grab our little teeth, close them up, and we're gonna tuck them against our little sock cupcake. And then we're gonna pull our bag closed. So the little teeth are in the frosting in the cupcake. Let's go ahead and tie the bag closed with some black satin ribbon. We're just gonna pull that bag closed secure. So nice and tight, but don't go any further yet at this point. All right, let me put this aside and we're gonna grab the Simply Scored and score our tag. So we got that 5.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 2 3/4. And we'll give that a quick fold. So cute. We need some snail adhesive here. I'm going to adhere my designer series paper to the front of my little card. It's like making a teeny weeny little greeting card. And then our Whisper white panel. The Whisper white panel is a little bit shorter because when you punch through to make a hang tag, you're not gonna see that upper corner anyways, and you'll have one less layer to punch through. So we're gonna put it so that it's got an even right, left, and bottom border. It's a little bit longer on the top, and that gives you one less layer you have to punch. Let's adhere our gorgeous ornate frame, and that goes right on the center of our little card front. Got a scrap of Whisper white. I'm gonna go ahead and ink up my Count from Spooktacular Bash. We're gonna stamp him in Tuxedo Black on Whisper White. Let's see if I can get his cape a little bit darker. Let's see what we can do here. Ah, that's a little better. Good. And then while we're stamping, let's get the To From stamp. And then we're going to stamp it to the far left, about halfway centered. Now for my little vampire, this is our tag. I leave that there. It's kind of in the picture for you to see. We're gonna do a quick wash on the background with Granny Apple Green. So I've got my light Granny Apple, and I'm gonna just color in a nice base coat with the light Granny Apple. Want it to look kind of glowing green, so I'm going to do a very thin line of Granny Apple Green around the edge of our background here. And then I'm going to take my light Granny Apple and melt the dark into the light. All right. Now I asked my kids, I said, what color should his skin be? Should it be purple or, and the kids were like, no, Mom, He's a vampire. He should be white. Leave him white because he doesn't get in the sun. So all I'm doing here is a very little shadow of crumb cake on the left side of his face, on the left side of his chin, and then just a little bit on his ears, a little bit on his hands. And then where those shadows meet the white skin of our vampire, we're gonna soften that with a color lifter. Got a little touch of real red where he's in a dark marker for his tie. And then we're going to fill in the frame with our smoky slate. I'm going light smoky slate all the way around. And then I'll do a line of the dark smoky slate along the inside edge of the frame. There's our vampire. Creepy. Let's frame him with this little die from the Ornate frames. I'm gonna make sure that the inside edge of my die is touching my stamped line. Tack it down with a little washi tape and run that through my Big Shot. Pop that guy out nice and easy. And I need some dimensionals. Put a little piece of dimensional adhesive on the back. And let's adhere to the tag. There's our tag. You could put that on any Halloween treat. Really cute, right? All right, let's get it on our cupcake, our sock cupcake. I'm gonna cut a 1/8 inch circle hole in the upper left corner. And then I got a little bit of elastic thread here. I like the stretchy when I'm trying to tie a tag onto a bow. So I pick up a little elastic thread. I buy it in bulk. And it's a great way to add a tag because you got that stretch to get it around the bow. And I'm going to take one of my tails and I'm going to just lay it on the satin here. I'm going to bring my satin up and make a loop. And over the top, I'm going to capture that elastic inside my bow. Don't let it fall out. Had about 8 inches of elastic thread there. Now, before we finesse our bow, let's go ahead and bring the elastic together over the front of the bow. And we're going to tie a little thread knot, which will secure our tag to our bow. Cut off the excess elastic, and then give this bow a little finesse. We want a nice big black satin bow. Our vampire would definitely have a big satin cape. There it is. Let's just trim off the excess, the tails here. Again, I usually tie from the spool. That way the waist is kept to a minimum. And now let's take a look. Here is our fantastic little sock cupcake, the vampire teeth. This one's got neon blacklight glow green nail polish. This one's got silver sparkle. And our awesome little to from vampire tag. All right, you guys, if you've got any questions about the product, about the project, about craft fairing, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.